It's the global imperialism against all the working class. So we are saying, U.S. imperialism, pull your hand off in Venezuela and release the president of Venezuela, Maduro.
So, as a South African, why you are here today?
As South African, we are here to show solidarity with the Venezuelan people, because what is happening in Venezuela, we really feel it's really happening in South Africa in a different way, because they're entering Venezuela to extract their minerals. They are here in South Africa extracting South African minerals. They are in Congo extracting Congolese minerals. So the global imperialism, which is led by the US imperialism and their puppet Donald Trump, they are doing this deliberately to take control. And we're saying, down with that. We need sovereignty in Venezuela. We need the Venezuelan people to be independent and do things as they please. They have a right to say who must govern us. If their government is a criminal, they must tell us their government is a criminal, not a foreign hand entering Venezuela.
So, what are you calling on the United States to do?
I'm calling the United States to pull off their hands in Venezuela. Not only Venezuela, pull off their hands globally where they've intervened. They've done that several times, but I'm just reflecting to few in Palestine, in Congo, and in Africa globally. We saw that in Asia, we saw that in many continents, and the imperialists of US in intervening, extracting minerals and saying there is corruption, there is terrorists. Nothing of a sort is happening. It's just their program of entering, taking control and extracting minerals for their multi-corporations.
So what do you think the US actually want?
It's straightforward. They really want the oil in Venezuela. They want their multi-corporation to take power in the oil in Venezuela. He clearly said it in his statement, the puppet trap, that they are there to make sure that they're going to rebuild all the infrastructure in the oil companies in Venezuela. Meaning, it's straightforward that they want to extract that oil and take control of it. So what are the people of Venezuela going to live on if they take their only mineral resource that they must live?
Okay.
Now what's happening in Venezuela, what the US is doing, waging war against Venezuela, stealing resources, their role in the Israeli-Palestine, I don't want to call it a conflict because it's actually a genocide. And we are just sick of America. We are really sick of it. They are the root of all evil at this point. And we need to start standing up for ourselves, for humanity. So that is what brought me out here today, and I'm here to hand out leaflets encouraging other South Africans to join the boycott, because all the same companies that are American, that are Zionists, we need to keep our money away from them, because the only way that we can actually fight what they are doing in this world is to keep our money out of their hands. And you know, Donald Trump is the worst thing that could ever happen to humanity. He is a very deadly combination, being very rich, being very, demented really, and very powerful. And you know, he actually has a psychological disorder. And to have that person as the head of the most important country, or currently the empire, the American empire, he is actually seeding the very end of the American empire.
Okay. So how do you see the US actions against Venezuela?
How do I see it? It's criminal. They don't have the right to go into another country. It doesn't matter what Maduro has done wrong or right. You don't go and seize a man, a rightfully elected, democratically elected man, and his 70-year-old wife, and then parade them through the streets of New York. And then his wife and Maduro and his wife were in court, and the wife looks battered. You know, she's a 70-year-old something woman. So how is that right? Americans, if they want to actually see their country last much longer and to be actually liked and welcomed around the world, including in a country like South Africa, then they really need to put an end to this. It's up to the people in America, actually. So we are here to show our support to be in solidarity with Venezuelans.
So what are you calling on the United States to do?
Stop trying to police the world. Stop stealing resources. You know, be fair. At the end of the day, this is just going to speed up the end of the petrodollar. So.
Okay, so as a South Africa, why do you feel it's important to stand by the Venezuela?
Because South Africa has been through its own horrible history of apartheid. and we understand what it's like to be in situations similar, and we feel the Venezuelan people's pain. You know, for all of this to happen right in the beginning of the new year of 2026, it's very sad. You know, I feel like if this is the trend, then yeah, what does it mean for the rest of the year? What does it mean for us generally?
Okay, I think that's it. Okay, thank you, madam.